Hello, good morning, Megan Martin of Sessionboard. The first question I'd like to ask you is, what is Sessionboard?
Great question. Sessionboard is an advanced next generation, is what we like to call it, of speaker and content management. So a way for you to get into smart technology to make the speaker management process a lot easier, saving you time and ultimately getting your information to market faster.
How does Sessionboard differentiate itself from other companies that might do the same thing, or other ways that planners might accomplish the same goals? For example, we're big on spreadsheets in this industry. How is it different?
For sure. Great question. So we're never going to fully replace spreadsheets by any means, but with Sessionboard, we're able to streamline a lot of the disjointed communication that goes into planning events and conferences. So right now, a lot of it's very manual process. For example, you need to get a headshot from your speaker. The traditional way of doing it is you email them, you ask them for their headshot and their bio, they email it back to you. Then you have to download those files, reformat them, save them into some filing system, then go to your spreadsheet, check off that they did it. And then it's all just very manual, time consuming. We've estimated on average, it takes 5 to 7 hours per speaker to manage conferences and all of the collateral and assets that come along with speakers that are speaking at your conference. And with a platform like Sessionboard, we can get that down to about 2 to 4 hours. So we can almost cut it in half. And just thinking about all the time saved when you're not spending all of your time just strictly thinking about logistical things, planners can then start automating some of that manual work to allow themselves more time to think about the big picture, think about relationship building with their speakers and sponsors, as opposed to every single time you email them or reach out to them, you're asking for something. We can automate a lot of that work, saving time, headache, because we know our jobs are stressful enough. There's already a million things on your plate. So with Sessionboard, we can automate a lot of that workflow. How we differentiate from some of our other companies, Sessionboard is hyper-focused on being the best content system. So we're not, as some of our other competitors out there, they have other products as well. So they're trying to be an all-in-one solution. And what we've found when you have that many products that you have to support, innovation or pushing the boundaries of what your tech can do can sometimes fall to the wayside because you're just trying to maintain, multiple products. And with Sessionboard, we're just hyper-focused on one product, being the best forward-thinking, innovative content management system. And so we play nice in everyone's sandbox. We've got an open API, so Sessionboard can become that source of truth, and then we can push the information wherever you need it to go.
Can you give me an overview, sort of from beginning to end, of the capabilities? How does a speaker move through the platform? How does an organizer move through the platform from beginning to end?
It all kind of depends. I think every event is just a little bit different. Every organization does it just a little different. But sort of that full workflow is we support everything from the very, very beginning with your call for speakers, papers, abstracts, insert whatever nomenclature that you use. Everyone calls it a little something different. So getting that initial abstract session information submitted, going through evaluation processes if needed, reviewing that submission information, accepting those sessions, and then setting up the portals for the speakers to then go in and start adding all of their assets, setting your agenda in the platform. So no longer using a spreadsheet for that, but using smart technology in Sessionboard to set that agenda. It'll notify you of conflicts, things like that. And then just then pushing the information once you've got all of your assets, your agenda set, then pushing all of that information onto your website, your mobile app, your event platform, again, wherever that information needs to go about your conference agenda.
What types of organizations or what types of events are the best fit for Sessionboard? Is there a certain number of speakers and sessions or attendees? What works best for Sessionboard?
Yeah, it's such a versatile product. It fits the need of a lot of clients. We have some of our clients that are trade show forward that have a large conference component. We have a lot of corporate groups that use Sessionboard for internal meetings or annual partner meetings, for example. And then we also have association clients with their annual meetings, plus their regional meetings that they're doing. And now with Sessionboard's new speaker CRM database product, we can work across the events, across the organizations to even further streamline some of that workflow with the speakers. Say they were declined for the annual, but they'd be great for a regional meeting. You can now just house all of that speaker data in your CRM database and then copy that speaker's information over to the next conference, for example. So there's really not like one ideal fit because the product is intentionally designed to fit a lot of needs and a lot of different workflows. And so I would say anyone that has a conference component to their trade show or annual meeting, any education or content distribution at their conference, and really any speaker size. Attendee number doesn't really matter to us because content is content, regardless of how many people watch it or consume it. So as long as you have speakers at your meeting, then you're a great fit for Sessionboard.
And just the last question is, what's the main problem that you're trying to solve for the users of Sessionboard? What's the biggest pain point that your customers have?
Yeah, a lot of it is just that manual process, working on spreadsheets, especially if there's multiple team members all sort of working off that same document. Data can easily get manipulated on accident when you're working in spreadsheets. And so we're just trying to automate some of that workflow. Budgets are tight, teams are smaller, everyone has to work smarter with less resources. And so with a product like Sessionboard, we can really streamline that for them and help take some of those manual tasks off the plate, put them into an automated workflow, and ultimately just saving you time, a headache, and again, getting your information to market as fast as possible.
I guess, well, I'll see you in Dallas.
I will be there if you